Hey everyone, in this session we will be discussing about K nearest neighbor algorithm. K nearest neighbor or KNN algorithm is a supervised machine learning algorithm used for both classification and regression problem. In this session we will concentrate on the classification problem. We will see what kind of classification problem KNN solves. Let's understand the problem statement first. Let's assume we have three different classes and now we have a new data point placed somewhere here. Our target is to identify the class for this new data point. With the help of KNN classification model, we will be predicting the class for this new data point. Let's understand the steps through which KNN solves this problem. First of all, we choose a value of k. Let's assume in this case we have chosen value of k as 4. We find k nearest neighbors for an unknown data point. In this case, this cross is the unknown data point because we do not know the class for this particular data point. As per point number 2, we have to find the k nearest neighbors of this data point. That means we have to find out the data points which are near to this new data point. Based on the distance, we have identified the nearest data points for this new data point. Predict the class based on the majority voting among k nearest neighbors. From these 4 neighbors, we can clearly understand that the majority of neighbors are from violet group. Hence, the KNN model will predict the class for this new data point as violet class. Hope you have realized how simple KNN algorithm is. So KNN, known for its simplicity and easy to understand. It does not assume that data follows a linear decision boundary. Hence, this algorithm is even suitable for the data with non-linear decision boundaries. These are two major advantages of KNN algorithm. Let's understand what are the disadvantages of KNN algorithm. The algorithm is computationally expensive because we do calculate the Euclidean distance between neighbors and the new data point. So if the value of k is high and the dataset volume is also high, then it will be an expensive algorithm to choose. Apart from this, it is very sensitive to the choice of value of k and the distance algorithm. So if we put a very high value of k, then it will be difficult for KNN algorithm to predict the appropriate class for this new data point. And that is the reason this algorithm is very sensitive to the choice of value of k and the distance algorithm as well. Apart from Euclidean distance, there are many other distance algorithms what we can choose from. However, if we choose appropriate value of k and the distance algorithm, KNN predicts the class very accurately. Let's understand how can we implement it in our Python code. With the help of sklearn library, we can implement KNN algorithm. We can import k neighbors classifier from sklearn.neighbors. While creating the model, we have to pass n_neighbor, which is nothing but the value of k. In this case, we have assumed the value of k is 3. Once we have created the model, we can train the model with the help of fit method, which takes the training data as its input. Once we have trained model, we can easily predict the class for a new and unknown data. Like any other machine learning model, we can also use model.score to identify the accuracy of the model. Let's jump to Jupyter notebook. We will write some code there to explore KNN algorithm in detail. We are in the Jupyter notebook where initially we are importing all the important libraries we will be using for this project. We are importing pandas because we have to prepare the data. We will be using matplotlib and seaborn for our data visualization. We are importing KNN classifier from sklearn.neighbor. Along with it, we are importing train test split method from sklearn.model selection. We will speak about confusion matrix. We will understand why it is important for our classification algorithm. In this example, we will use digits dataset from sklearn and try to classify a grayscale image what we have within this digits dataset to a specific number between 0 and 9. Basically, we will be performing image classification with the help of KNN algorithm. Let's understand the data preparation step. Here, we are loading digits dataset from sklearn. We will have multiple directories. Data directory will store the independent columns of the dataset. Feature names has column names of independent variable. Target will have dependent column. Let's create the feature data frame and check out the content. Within our feature data frame, we have 64 columns. Each column is representing the pixel value 8x8 grayscale image. Let's check out the target data frame. Target data frame will have the corresponding digit for these 64 pixel values. Hence, our model will take these 64 pixel values and predict the class between 0 to 9. In other words, it will take the pixel values and identify the corresponding digit. Hope you have realized what is our problem statement, and we will see how KNN algorithm will help us to solve the same. With the help of train test split method, we will be splitting the entire dataset into training data and test data. We are creating a K-neighbors classifier model with the K value as 3. Let's train the model with the help of xtrain and ytrain, what we have splitted with the help of train test split method. Now we have a trained model, and our model is now ready to predict the class for an unknown data point. We are passing the independent columns of our test dataset and trying to predict the dependent column with the help of well-trained KNN model. You can see here for each record in X test, it is identifying the corresponding digit. Now let's understand what is confusion matrix. Confusion matrix is a two-dimensional matrix to evaluate the performance of a classification model. Within confusion matrix, we are passing y test and y predict value. In other words, we are passing the actual values and the predicted values. Let's understand what we get within this CM variable. We are getting an array. Let's create a heat map with the help of Seaborn library so that we can represent the same array in a heat map. Let's understand what it is representing. Our y-axis is the truth or the actual value. Our x-axis is the predicted value. This particular cell in our confusion matrix is representing that in 49 cases, our model has predicted the value 0 correctly. Similarly, all these diagonal values are the correct prediction. For example, here our actual value was 9 and our model have also predicted 9 correctly in 47 cases. However, if you see this cell, our model has predicted the digit as 8, but in reality the digit is 9. That means here we have some wrong prediction. Similarly, if you take this value, our model has predicted it as 9, but actually the value was 5. That means it is evaluating the performance of our classification model. Remember, this confusion matrix is very important metric for all machine learning engineers and data scientists. Hope you have realized what is the use of confusion matrix and how we can plot it with the help of Seaborn heat map. To get the accuracy, we can use score method as well. As you can see, 98% of the time our model will predict the class accurately. As we have trained our KNN model with the help of Pickle, we can persist this trained model or we can save this trained model. What is the advantage? Next time, if we want to use the same model, we don't have to retrain it. We can simply load the model and we can use that model for our prediction. So we can save the trained model as a binary file with the help of Pickle and we can save the entire training time of this model. If you are not aware about model persistence, I have a dedicated video for it in the same playlist. You can watch it and understand why model persistence is very important for a machine learning project. Hope you have realized what is KNN algorithm and what kind of problem statement KNN algorithm solves. We have also realized how easily we can implement KNN algorithm with the help of sklearn library. Here in this exercise, we have solved an image classification problem. Hope you have enjoyed this session. Thanks a lot for watching this video.